Hello, boys and girls. This is Grandma Priscilla again, and I have a few little nursery rhymes for you. This probably younger people will probably like these little poems better, but when we were growing up, they were called fairy tales, Mother Goose fairy tales, and they were just little stories in a poem. And I just happen to have a book that has a lot of them in it, and so I thought I would read a few. Here's one called Wee Willie Winkie. Wee Willie Winkie runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the window, crying at the lock. Are the children in their beds? Now it's 8 o'clock. That's a story about a long time ago. They had somebody that would go through the town and tell everybody what time it was when it was bedtime. And so that's just a little rhyme that somebody put together about that. That's what they did. So here's another one that I used to have when I was a little girl. It's called Georgie Porgy. Georgie Porgy, puddin' and pie, kissed the girls and made 'em cry. When the boys came out to play, Georgie Porgy ran away. That's just about a mischievous little boy. So let me see. Here's another one I used to say to my children and grandchildren. It's called Diddle Diddle Dumpling. Diddle Diddle Dumpling, my son John, went to bed with his breeches on. One stocking off and one stocking on. Diddle Diddle Dumpling, my son John. Here's one you might have heard. Your parents might have told you this, or your grandparents, so I'll tell you this one. It's about a little girl named Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. There came a big spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Humpty Dumpty. This is a cute one that everybody used to say. When my parents were little, somebody even read it to them, so they even knew it when they were young. And it's called Humpty Dumpty. It's about an egg, actually. But it's supposed to be an egg that was more like a little bitty man or a little bitty live person. It says, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men cannot put Humpty Dumpty together again. So when that egg fell, he broke all to pieces. Humpty Dumpty. Let's see what else we have. There's a lot of these old ones in here. Here's one called Old Mother Hubbard. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to give her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had done. She went to the baker's to buy him some bread, but when she got back, the dog was dead. She went to the undertaker's to buy him a coffin. When she got back, the dog was laughing. She took a deep dish to get him some tripe, but when she got back, he was smoking a pipe. She went to the alehouse to get him some beer, but when she came back, the dog sat in a chair. She went to the tavern for white wine and red. When she got back, the dog stood on its head. She went to the hatter's to buy him a hat. When she got back, he was feeding the cat. She went to the barber's to buy him a wig. When she got back, he was dancing a jig. She went to the fruiter's to buy him some fruit. When she got back, he was playing the flute. She went to the tailor's to buy him a coat. When she got back, he was riding a goat. When she went to the cobbler's to buy him some shoes. When she got back, he was reading the news. She went to the sempster's to buy him some linen. When she got back, the dog was spinning. She went to the hosier's to buy him some hose, and when she got back, he was dressed in his clothes. The dame made a curtsy, the dog made a bow. The dame said, "Your servant." The dog said, "Bow wow." That was some kind of weird dog, huh? He did a lot of crazy things. Here's another one that I liked when I was a little girl. It's called Blue. Oh. Nope, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. That's not the one I was talking about. Let's go to another one. Jack Sprat. Everybody's probably heard this, at least if you're as old as this old grandma. Jack Sprat could eat no fat. His wife could eat no lean. And so betwixt them both, they licked the platter clean. Let me see. There's a lot of neat little rhymes in here that we said when we were kids, but I was just going to read you a few. Oh, here's one. Baa Baa Black Sheep. my kids know this, and my grandkids probably know it too. Ba, ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, Mary, I have full, 3 bags full. One for my master, one for my dame, but none for the little boy that cries in the lane. Oh, the cat and the fiddle. I like this one. This one is kind of odd because all my life sometimes I think of it and I just say, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. So here we go. I'll read this one to you. It's called The Cat and the Fiddle. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. And this is one that a long time ago somebody made this one into a song, and it's one that women would sing as they rocked their babies. And I've even done that when I rock my babies, my own children and my grandchildren. I have also rocked and sang this song to them. But I'm going to read it. I'm not going to sing it to you. It's called Sing a Song of Sixpence. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was opened, the birds began to sing. Was not that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes, when down came a blackbird and snapped off her nose. That's all I'm going to read to you right now, children. So I hope you have pleasant dreams, and I hope you enjoy these little Mother Goose nursery rhymes. You have a good night, and I'll see you next time.